Oh,
You know what to do with that big fat butt.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh!
he like he's like on the ground and he looks like he doesn't know where he's at anymore.
You guys,
Like he got dunked out of reality.
like that was the last good thing that happened to Phoenix, but oof.
Yeah, that was a good one. Cameron Johnson dunking on PJ Tucker.
I mean, it feels like that. It
Oh,
do they
it
just
came down and landed on his head too. That's delicious.
But like, if his feet are planted, shouldn't that have been a charge? I feel like that should have been a charge.
Yeah, I think they reviewed it and said that he was moving just enough.
Right, because they didn't want to spoil the highlight.
Exactly. That was pretty much it.
That's
Oh my
impressive.
God, that's awesome.
That's got Vince Carter on that French dude vibes.
Right?
Do you remember this meme? Do you remember
That's
that
the
meme?
best. Yes.
Yeah, except for my buddy who doesn't watch Formula One but knows that I watch Formula One sent it, and they changed it to weird way to do subtitles for a Formula One race instead of it's nice to see Formula One finally having subtitles.
I got the exact same thing. Like someone who isn't a Formula One fan. What is
What
that?
just happened?
Oh, that's
Can
Robin's
you see
screen.
this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So I learned this from Zoom.
Zoom, 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 zoom,
Go
zoom.
That zoom, zoom,
There we
zoom,
go.
Except for when I do this to the
Oh
screen,
my
it looks like
God.
moose. Moose. Moose.
All right. And then how do I stop sharing? It's
Your
all part of the plan. Stop sharing.
Stop
Boom.
sharing.
It's all part of the plan. You see, you're a little schemer.
Enter full screens.
So I drank some of that Truly Mango this last weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I got the pineapple and the watermelon kiwi.
Watermelon.
They're delicious.
Delicious.
I'm like,
Nice.
I guess I could talk about I did an escape room. That was cool.
escape rooms are badass.
Yeah.
Clearly
And
you made it.
won.
Yeah. I'm out.
I'm out.
I
All
like
right,
a
man. Wait, what?
whole-
I'm out, bitches.
Never mind, we're doing it. Do the thing.
Are you
Let's
ready
go
for a
to-
good ass show?
No, you do the thing. Don't ask me to start. You have to start it.
Cool. All right, here we are. We're back again. It's another edition. It's another episode of my show, and he got his head checked by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No, it's that guy over there.
It's me. It's Alex. I'm here to talk and you to listen. And as always, I'm introduced by the best to ever do it. That guy, right over there.
It's me. It's One Take Jake back in the saddle again. A man so bad he could bitch slap a backhanded compliment. And we are joined by the third man in the booth. It would not be the show that we know and love today without him. It's Robin.
Hey, you guys know what I noticed?
What did you notice? What's that?
What's up? Nothing. I don't know.
Did you ever notice?
Never
Just
noticed.
ever notice.
Hey,
So-
what's going on, guys?
Hey,
You got a good old show. Got a whole big old thing planned
Got a good
today.
old show. Oh yeah. Oh, that's...
So,
Who actually thought of the idea for Woof?
Who thought of the idea for Wolf? It was Kelly.
Who? Yeah, that is correct.
Because she wanted to get a hold of him, and she just wanted to be like this little dog, just be like woof 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 woof.
Oh, and that is today's episode of Surprise Office Trivia.
Surprise, motherfucker!
That's
a,
bitch.
that was a good meme for what? Surprise, motherfucker! Some supplies, motherfucker! Some fries, motherfucker!
You guys remember the waffle fry video?
hell yeah. Bitch,
yeah.
give me some waffle fries.
What was that?
Dr. Pepper, Unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
The first
You
time I
got
ever
a
saw it was
brother?
at Darren's
Best
place.
not having no brother.
That's right. That's right. Oh,
I was like, these guys watch funny videos. I love it.
Waffle fries. Free.
Free, bitch.
And a Dr. Pepper.
What you ain't no nerd. Could have swore you were. I
Oh,
like to
good
go shopping. I said,
times.
not on this day, and not on any other day. You're gonna give me cause I ain't got no money. You gonna give me all the money you got.
I got no money.
The best
That's
is the way he loses it for 1 second.
Right.
In the
it's
video, he's
just
like,
enough.
he's all unforgivable.
I also like there's definitely an outtake in that video where he's like, give me a Dr. Pepper or something. And the guy recording is like, what, you became nice?
Oh, those videos were so good. He had a bunch of them too.
Like I feel like the first they get progressively less funny. Like the first two are definitely the best. Where he's like,
Right.
can I come over tonight and every night for the next 2 weeks?
Unforgivable.
So we're doing something kind of special today. It's a double truck edition of my show. Last week's episode got recorded and then not posted, but it did get posted to YouTube.
Yeah.
So congratulations if
It's this
you've
new
already
thing.
found it. It's this new thing that we
Yeah.
found.
Yeah.
You may have heard of it.
Catch on.
It's youtube.com/Red Arrow Production.
YOU, not just the letter U.
Right, BE.com
.com.
slash.
I just
Not two
want,
slashes, just one. I was just being clear.
I was gonna say, and I want
It's
everybody
not-
to know on their keyboard
defined.
they can use
Rubbing the mic
either
spot.
dot to get there, right? The one underneath the greater sign, right underneath, right, the L. But they could also from the number pad. There's one on the number pad they could use if their keyboard has the number pad. You can use that dot too to get there. Either
true.
dot, either
True.
one.
Jake, did you say the mic was messed up?
Yeah, you sound like a rabbit or a robot.
Ribbit.
Rubit.
Still like that?
Say
it's
something
better.
again. Yeah.
Is it still doing that?
No, you're good now.
You
Okay.
good?
You guys ever need something from Ross and they just have exactly what you need?
I've never needed something from Ross.
I've definitely gone to Ross, trying to buy something that I've already bought at Ross, hoping hey, maybe they haven't sold them all yet, and then they didn't, so that was pretty cool. But I don't know if that necessarily fits the very specific category that you're bringing up right now.
So I'll tell you what
Ross
happened.
is like a corporate yard sale.
Yeah. Corporate yard sale is the name of this
Front runner.
episode.
It's front runner. Corporate yard sale. Woo!
They're like, we didn't have it. So I'm trying to get ready for my buddy's wedding this weekend, and it's been a comedy of errors on my part. So I had the brilliant idea to have the suit sent to Eugene, where I was headed to be. I was going to pick it up there, and then I left it there. And so I had to get my buddy to take it to the cleaner to get it pressed for me. You know, he doesn't have anything going on this week. He's only getting married.
Yeah, no big
And
deal.
so he was kind enough to do that for me. As a sidebar on that, I'm like, yeah, just send me however much it was to get it pressed, and I'll pay it. I'll Venmo it right back to you. And so he's like, oh, it was $14. I was like, okay, cool. So I open up my Venmo, and I have a Venmo balance of $15 that he had given me previously because we went in halvesies on a video game.
Ooh.
That's funny.
So anyway, I go walking in, and I'm looking for an Oxford blue long sleeve shirt, sized 17 and a half to 18, 35, 36. Look, regular fit. Has to be regular fit because I'm not slim. There's nothing about me that's slim. I walk, and it had to be less than $10. I was like, this is
Venmo'd him all your other money. I got you. I like
exactly,
that.
yeah. I'm like,
Hey, bud, can I borrow $10?
I gotta get this shirt.
Hey, I know you got 14. Can I get
10 of it back?
Can you spot me 10?
Anyway,
Can't say no.
I walk in, and it was right I do the lap, I'm like nothing, and then I see it. It's just by itself on the rack, it was left there. There are two. Jake. There are two Oxford blue shirts, and the first one is slim fit. I'm gonna get the all the way away from me. And then
Not for me.
I look at the next one, and I can just tell by looking at the back of it. I'm like, this is the shirt. And I whip that baby around. It fit the specifications specifically. I was off and running. $9.99 later.
Specific specifications.
Nailed it. Way to go, Ross.
Dress for
Yeah,
less.
my boy TJ never comes through like that. Get it, TJ Maxx?
I did.
And his homie Marshall, get out of here.
Ooh,
Marshall's-
man. Marshall's got the hotness.
See, here's the deal.
I get a lot of duck
Marshall's,
stuff from there.
Marshalls and Marshalls and TJ Maxx are the same company.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Marshalls, Ross, TJ Maxx, and Home Goods are all the same. Like the
Ross
same
isn't owned by
corporate.
Home Goods, I didn't think.
Yes, the same corporate umbrella.
All right, well, they send all their sports stuff to Marshalls.
I also learned working at the Gateway Mall after it was remodeled to the Shoppes at Gateway.
The Shops.
Marshalls and had the entrance into what was left of the mall corridor. Right
the 6
next
tiles
to
they left.
Yeah, right next to the cell phone store that I worked in. So we would always cut into Marshalls when there wasn't any customers. So I spent about 8 hours a day in Marshalls. And I learned talking to their cashier, floor manager, and loss prevention supervisor that they have a corporate policy to not stop you from stealing from their store. Their corporate policy is to make it as uncomfortable for you as they can possibly make it so you don't steal, but they can't actually like stop you or apprehend you or anything like at all. They can call the police if they think you're stealing and have the police show up before you leave. But if you get out of there before the cops show up, nothing.
Damn.
Just nothing. And I was like, you're literally telling me, and I like grabbed a shirt or a pair of socks or something. I was like, I could just leave right now and nothing. And they were like, yep. I was like, if I didn't work in the mall and you didn't see me every day, I would take everything. What are you? They were like, yeah, man, it's really annoying actually, because there's a surprising number of people who have either been told or figured this out. I was like, I bet you told them. Because you told me.
Yeah.
I've been talking to you for like 15 minutes and you just spilled the beans on that one.
Like, hey, by the way, if you plan to steal, I'm not going to stop you.
Like,
Welcome to
I mean,
Marshalls.
granted, I can't stress enough that in this instance, like I had been going to that store daily for like 6 months and actually had built quite a rapport with these individuals, right? So the jokes aside, it made sense that they told me. But in real life, it was like, yeah, man, I'm going to go to all of the other Marshalls now.
It's like my grandma was telling me that someone did that. Like she was in TJ Maxx buying Christmas presents and someone just bum rushed in the store, grabbed a bunch of coats and ran out. And everybody just kind of watched it happen.
Yep. Like they can try to, hey, is there anything I can do to help you? Because I'm just going to stand right next to you for the next 15 minutes until you're uncomfortable. Hey, oh my God, is there anything else I can help you find? It looks like you're grabbing a lot of stuff and putting in the cart. Is there anything else you'd like me to help you put in the cart? Like I know where we can go to the art section. And you're like, leave me alone, right? Or you could just, nope, I'm good. See ya.
Like, this hat looks nice.
I'm kind of glad I didn't know that, like, back when I used to steal things. Go Ducks.
Go
It's
Ducks.
like I probably would have stolen a lot from there. One of my favorite games now, though, because like I'm pretty observant, especially in stores. I just don't either, especially if it's around like Douglas County where I live. I don't want to see people or talk to people, so I'm good at seeing people and recognizing them before they see me, and I'll avoid them. But one of my favorite things at Walmart is to look for their undercover, quote unquote, people and try to figure out who they are, and then I'll watch them to see if they're watching somebody, and then I'll go be like, "Hey, there's a guy watching you down the aisle, and he's texting somebody else." What? Yeah, so stop stealing. Thanks, man. You're welcome. Don't be a piece of shit. Like, I don't know. It's just fun for me.
I've only stolen hats and sunglasses. Those are things that, like, unfortunately, especially drunk Alex, but definitely also sober Alex. I'm not absolving myself of all moral implications here, but drunk Alex is really, really good at going into a store, putting on a hat, doing a lap around the store so everybody thinks I'm wearing that hat, and then leaving with the hat, because that works literally 100% of the time. And sunglasses are the same way. If I'm hammered and lose my sunglasses or break them or just don't want the pair I'm wearing anymore, like, I'm gonna hit the sunglass section right there, right in the shirt, boom, done. They technically have a tag on them that tells you the price. I never even looked. That thing just pulls right off. I mean, not much effort.
It's usually
Right
like
in the shirt.
$8.99 or something.
Yeah, right in the shirt. Like,
It's like also
say. Oh,
but I was gonna say the other big opportunity now. I don't know if they have them down your way, but the Value Village up here now has self checkout, which means I don't even have to do a good job of switching any longer.
Everything is $1.99. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys know this. There's a whole rack of fake earrings for $1.99, and you can put that on any. You want this nice coat? $1.99. Check out these socks. $1.99.
Let's
The
be honest.
Xbox 360. $1.99.
$1.99.
It's crazy.
$1.99.
Let's be honest. They got the shit for free. Who cares?
Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah.
It's 100% profit, no matter what they get out of it. So,
That's awesome.
I mean, and let's be fair too. It's not like I'm $1.99ing everything. But if something's $4.99, that should be $2.99. It's going to be $2.99.
Makes sense. When I used to go to Goodwill there in Corvallis, they always do the half price color. A lot of times I would switch. Like if I found something that was $2.
Yep.
Or $1.99,
That's
and
fair.
the tag was supposed to be yellow, I would find a yellow $1.99 and put that on my thing that I was going to buy. I'm like, now it's half price. Thank you.
I have.
You have to be good at getting the shamrock tags off though at Goodwill.
The shamrock tags?
Yeah, that's what I call them because like the middle section has like the three circles that pop off to make you not steal.
Yeah.
But they don't put them on the sides of books, so they come up really easily. Same thing at Value Village. Theirs are split like an X. They're scored like an X, and so if you pull them off of a book, it's usually the way to go. Because they put them on the spine, like such.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can't do shit.
I am.
Thank you, Austin.
Put it in front of your shirt.
That's gonna be the best. That's gonna be the best part of the YouTube.
Nope.
Video. Gone.
It just keeps disappearing.
The book does not want to be seen.
See, how do I go back to?
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
For what I think could work out to be like a short film. I don't know what the running time is to be up for like an Oscar for best short film, but I think
this is that long.
I think we could do it. Or what I want to do is like I was I guess kind of inspired a little bit by the subreddit Unexpected. They got usually some pretty unexpected endings to their videos on there. The moderators do a good job, I guess, of weeding out the lame ones. And I wanted to do this video or I guess short film of like a guy going through his normal day. He wakes up, shit, shower, shave, does
I work from 9 to 5. Hey, hell, I pay the price.
Yeah, that. And he goes to his corporate office job, does the water cooler thing, clacks his way through it, hits lunch, does this whole thing. And the whole time, what the audience doesn't notice is that throughout his day, he is obviously on some sort of a time crunch, right? He's a little anxious, a little fidgety, constantly checking clocks. His watch, on the computer, clock on the wall, wherever he's at, he's very aware of the time. And and how far into the day he has progressed, right? And behind him, in every or most little scenes, you'll see the same woman, but you won't notice her as the audience, right? It'll be this, it's like a second viewing.
There's a velociraptor loose in
There's a
Alex's house.
velociraptor behind me. Jesus, man. So loud.
Try slamming a different door this time.
Anyway, so this guy he's doing the whole thing, and then the video, the short film ends with him about to kill the woman. Like the thing that he's anxious about, and that he's keeping track of the times of the day, is because he knows that he has to. She's gonna walk down this street to go home at 5:45 today, and I gotta be there ready to get it right. Like the twist, the unexpected twist, is that he's the murderer.
Dun dun dun.
Right? But it's like he just looks disheveled almost, like not physically disheveled. He'll, his shirt's tucked in, he's got his tie tied right, whatever. But like, just like, oh. And the boss says, hey, I'm gonna need your help. He's like, yeah, I can get that done, but I got to be out of here at 5 today. Today's a day, like, or I can stay late tomorrow, but today I got to be out of here on time. And the boss says, oh, don't worry about it, man. It's fine. Just if you can stop working on the Johnson file and focus on this. Make sure we get this done today. And yeah, you can get out of here at 5.
Business talk.
Yeah, and just like, okay, cool, and everything's good, and it's 8, or I assume we could make it just intriguing enough for 8 to 10 minutes of like, where's this going? Like, he's acting just weird enough that I want to see
what happens next.
What happens next, and what happens next is like, just like the garrote wire over the back of the head, and then the black screen, like Soprano style. Unlike the Sopranos, he gets her, right? But that's done. And I just think that would be, and maybe she's wearing an outfit that's like just recognizable up close, that the audience, right? I want to frame it in a way where as he goes to get her, everyone goes like, wait, I recognize that cardigan. She was in the line at the deli. She was in the, and it's like, oh, it's a coworker, but he doesn't have any direct contact with her throughout the day. She's in that cubicle over there. She's waiting in line for coffee behind him, right? At the corporate building's little coffee shop, like something like that. And you
the daily grind.
Ha! I get what you did there.
That's a good
But
one.
yeah, like that whole thing. And you throw in some kind of intriguing but monotonous dialogue, right? Something that feels like it's building to something more important while that conversation's happening, but it's not. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. So I don't know. I thought that would be a thing. I think that's a
Short
thing.
films have to be less than 40 minutes. That's their
that's it, dude. Guys,
yeah, there's
12-minute runtime. I nailed it.
Nailed it.
That's an Oscar award winner right there.
It's like the one that Kobe won for, I think, was like 4 minutes or 3 minutes, something like that, like super short.
Yeah.
So
I love basketball or something, whatever.
Was it I love basketball or thank you basketball?
Thank you basketball. I love you.
Looking at
them. It was good.
Welcome.
It was good. It was one of those moments that made me like Kobe post retirement.
Right.
Right.
I'm
pre-retirement. He can fuck off.
Dear basketball.
Dear basketball. Unfortunate that like I started to turn the corner on Kobe in 2012 during the Olympics. Like when he started. When he.
Story?
Well, no, not that. Just watching him play. Like I actually got to watch him play without him being a Laker. And,
oh yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, this guy's amazing.
He's like the most amazing, if not least efficient player ever in the history of basketball. Nobody has taken more shots to get more points, I guess. More shots to get less points. I don't know how to phrase that than anybody else.
That's a weird one. Yeah.
He took too many shots to get the amount of total career points that he got.
Nobody has needed to shoot as much as he has. Or
to
did.
get like
Just
fourth all time.
to get
Like,
yeah.
he's the least efficient Hall of Famer ever. Like, I hated it.
You know what?
Even
You
on
know
his
what?
last game, what was it? It was like 61 points in his last game on like 49 shots or something. Like, get out of here, man.
It was something silly, yeah.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
story
go.
was that he made like the last 11 shots.
Yeah.
Because that's the only part of the story that was a treat. We don't want to show you the 40 he missed.
Well, the
He
story
made
was that
11.
he had 60 on his last game.
Because he
Like
was
they leave out
60.
the other part. Yeah, exactly.
They
And
leave
he
out the
was
other.
going to be
like-
wearing jeans.
It's in the jeans, and I was gonna be wearing jeans. Yeah, I liked Kobe from the time that I heard about him because he graduated the same year of high school as I did. That's how
He
old
was-
we are.
He was,
Well,
oh
I'm
my
alive.
God. Do you guys remember the show Hang
I was
Time?
like, he's not this old anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last shot he didn't miss was in the side of the mountain.
Oh.
Anyway, so the show Hang Time, like Reggie Theus was the coach and all this stuff, and it's about
Mhm.
a group of kids who played basketball for high school and all the drugs and problems that they faced. Well, there's one episode where the kids went down to play basketball at this tournament in California, and they run into some hustlers who threaten to take all their money and then beat them up after they've taken all their money because they don't want to play any more basketball. And then the coach, who I think at this time was, oh God, who was it? He played football.
Lawrence Taylor.
No, we'll get
Bowling.
back. We'll get back to it. He shows up. He's like, "Oh, you guys want to play high school kids? Well, I brought a high school kid who can play." And it's Kobe Bryant, and Kobe just like dots these dudes up for 6 shots because that's how long you need to play basketball on TV for.
Still more shots than anyone else took.
Right.
Funny.
95
Ahmad
to
Rashad.
2000. Wow.
I'm looking it up right
Ahmad
now.
Rashad.
Was it Ahmad Rashad?
It was
Be pretty
not.
cool if
Reggie
it was.
Theus was
Dick
a coach.
Butkus.
It was Dick Butkus. I wanted to say Dick Butkus, but I didn't want to sound stupid. But if I
Mike
was wrong,
Ditka.
Butt liquor. Our prices have never been lower.
how
are you
dare
yelling?
you, sir?
That's
It's up to-
awesome.
It's up to you to change his mind.
But yeah, I think I'm just saying, Kobe.
Yeah.
If we double the runtime of Kobe's Dear Basketball for our short film, we'll win twice as many Oscars as him.
Is that how it works?
I think so.
I mean, I have to assume that's how the math would work out, unless it's exponential, and then we'll win like 4 Oscars.
That explains why Avatar won so many Oscars because it's so fucking long.
I don't think it won that many Oscars.
It won enough.
It won a few. Yeah.
I thought it only won like special effects and like costumes or something.
And bluest characters since the Smurfs go to Christmas. Is it true
well,
they're
how
making a
many
sequel
more-
to that?
I was gonna say
they
1,
signed
2,
up for
3,
4
5.
more.
5 of
Ugh.
them. There's 5
5
of them.
Yeah, 5 total.
5
4 more
avatars.
sequels.
Are they going to try to rip them out like the Marvel universe now, just like
They
one
already
every year?
They already filmed them all. So
Ugh.
They've done the human part of filming, and they're like a bunch of post production stuff.
From what
Ugh.
I've seen, though, I mean, like it looks like it might be cool. At least the special effects and all that shit.
Right, like that'll be cool, but
3 Oscars.
that's
Yeah.
enough.
3. Thrice. Best achievement in cinematography, best achievement in visual effects, and best achievement in art direction. So not real Oscars.
This is what I can say. This is what I can say.
James Cameron.
What? How
Award
do you?
for
I don't know
being
how to pronounce
up
her,
his own
her
ass.
last name. Is it Zoe
Deschanel.
Saldana.
Saldana?
Mm-hmm.
All she does is star in bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
As someone with weird colored skin.
And she is one.
Well, there's that. But I'm just saying, Avatar, highest grossing film of all time. Both Guardians of the Galaxies clear over $1 billion worldwide box office. Then she's in Infinity War, and Endgame, the highest grossing film of all time, beating out Avatar. The other movie she by herself is like, oh, I just show up, you get $1 billion. I'm responsible for like $8 billion in box office revenue by myself.
It's like the other person I
like her.
seem that seems to be all over everything right now is Taika Waititi, which is also fun to say.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that dude. He's funny.
Good at directing too. Like it's he's the director for What We Do in the Shadows, and that
Yeah.
show cracks my melon.
Have you seen the movie?
Plus,
I haven't.
Oh, the movie, phenomenal. That movie is hilarious. Watch the movie,
plus he was
especially if you
also
like the.
dating two chicks at the same time.
You don't need $1 million to do two chicks at the same time.
Do for what is it? You need $1 million for him to get with a guy like me.
To double down on a guy like me, you would.
Yeah,
It
that's true.
was who was the two chick? It was Valkyrie and somebody else. I forget.
I don't know.
I did not know.
If only we had somebody to look these things up.
Right?
Hey man, I can only look up so many billion things at once.
Do we need to get a fourth guy? Do we need to bring
I
in a
think we
fourth
need
guy
a
to look
fourth.
stuff at?
No.
We're probably gonna need a fourth
No.
person.
But he doesn't get a camera.
No.
You don't get to come on camera at all.
No.
I say, what year
No.
did Rocky 2 come out? And then he, off
No.
camera, just says a year.
No.
Just 1984. Thank you.
No.
That's a good audition, but I need years, Jake. You have to.
No.
When I say what year did it come out, you don't say no. You have to give me a year.
No.
All right, Jake's fired as the fourth guy.
I'm responding to the presentation of the fourth guy.
No, that's for marketing to figure out.
No, that's for finance to figure out.
No,
You're marketing. I am marketing.
you are.
You are. What are you, wicked smat?
Man. So NBA is done. The Suns are out.
The Suns have set.
The Suns have set.
What's up with the Suns being sponsors on the McLaren car?
That was weird. I don't think they were a sponsor. I think it was just, oh, we're an orange car, huh?
Wait, is that a thing?
Three stickers on the.
They put 3 Phoenix Sun stickers on the McLaren this last week at Silverstone.
Maybe they were letting like a stereotypical white dude just. I need bumper stickers on my car. I like the Suns.
Like that's what I thought. Maybe. I want to put.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I got robbed. I want to put special stickers on my car.
Dude, like
it's like Lando Norris got stuck up in England as like the third most famous British driver in the world.
Okay. Here's the thing.
Sorry, I'm watching softball on the Olympics, and a dude just got tagged in the nuts with a line drive.
Nice.
Right in the nuts. I love it.
But if you're like Lando Norris and you're going to like the biggest soccer or I guess football event of the year, don't put on like $100,000+ watch.
Yeah.
Just leave that one at home, especially when the sponsor of your car says, hey, this is a prototype watch that we've only made like, I don't know, 4 of. And we're giving it to you because you're a driver for the team we sponsor. Please don't lose it. And he says, not a problem, man. I'm just going to wear it to this game where there's going to be like 100,000 fans and most of us are going to be pissed off afterwards. And then, boom, stolen. Like, oh, come on, bro. Just grab the other watch.
A super expensive watch?
Yeah. Like
he got robbed.
Pickpocketed?
No, like stuck up.
No, like mugged. Like
3
dudes, knives.
Hey, bro.
Give us your watch.
How's a Chelsea smile sound? Give us your really expensive watch. Probably not that friendly.
Hey, give me that watch.
I've been told that if you're in England and someone calls you mate, everything's fine. But if someone calls you bruv, get ready for a fight.
Bruv, like with a V?
Yeah. Sons. Sure enough. See, there it is.
Huh.
That's it.
Well, all right.
And it's quite literally the McLaren's official Twitter was Game 5 of the hashtag NBA Finals tomorrow. Basketball huge. We're backing the @Suns in their papaya jerseys. Let's do this, team. Rally the Valley. Like
No,
literally
It's
what Jake said. They just were like, "Yep, we're both orange."
I said that to make fun of McLaren because that sounds like something you do if you're second rate.
And guess what? That's what they
Nailed it.
did. And then the Suns responded by saying, it's Suns and then like the handshake emoji. And then it says McLaren's. Good luck to @Lando Norris and @Daniel Ricciardo. Thanks for supporting. And it's, I think, the guy who dunked on the dude standing in front of a McLaren.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Cameron Johnson.
Cameron
Exactly.
Johnson standing in front of a black McLaren. Couldn't even get an orange McLaren behind him. A black McLaren.
Basically what happened is the PR guy walked into the locker room and said, "Hey, does anyone in here have a McLaren?" And Chris Paul's like, "I've got 3."
He might actually. Do we feel bad for him for
No.
not getting a championship?
No.
No. Just he's gonna be Charles Barkley, but skinny.
Charles Barkley didn't whine this much. At least when he did, it was funny.
That's true. Barkley was always funny. I mean, even when he was being a dick, he was still funny. Chris Paul is just a dick for no reason most of the time.
And a whiner.
He
just
His
whines
attitude
constantly.
is resting bitch face.
Yeah, he gets in people's faces for no reason, just to do
Like, I
it.
don't get it.
Especially when they're on his team.
He's the Angelo
Yeah.
Martin of his team.
Except for he doesn't like to be judged.
Should we, instead of like Chris Paul, should we just start calling him like Karen Paul? I feel like he's asking every game to speak to the manager of the NBA.
He's like, Adam Silver's here tonight. I know he is.
Like, listen, Mr. Silver, your boss stopped me from becoming a Laker, so I'm never going to get my championship. And for that, you owe me. Okay, you owe me.
And meanwhile, Giannis dunked again.
Yeah, right?
Hey, man, don't be old and get hurt, and maybe your team will be good.
Well, I remember when he was playing with like New Orleans and carrying that team against the Lakers to nowhere. But
He was still a dick.
yeah, it was still a dick.
At least when he was with New Orleans, when he was a dick to his teammates, he was the best player on the team.
Yeah, true.
He was 100% the reason they made the playoffs and did what they were doing. And then he went to the Clippers when it was a group of really, really good players and was still a dick. And they were all like, nah, man, we ain't about that life. And then he goes to, the Suns, where Devin Booker is clearly the best player on the team and still a dick.
He's like, hey,
I don't know if Devin
run
Booker
a
is the
2-point
best
guard
player
set.
because I think Chris Paul might be a better basketball player, but
He's a better
Devin
basketball
Booker is a
player.
much better scorer. Home run.
Home run.
Do you remember the story
USA.
of
USA.
it's actually Japan of why he ended up on the Clippers?
Yes, because he was going to get traded. He was getting traded to the Lakers at the time that the NBA owned the New Orleans team. And so David Stern decided that whatever trade they had set up was unfair, and technically the league has the right to block any trade that they deem like disadvantaged significantly to to a significant disadvantage to one team. So it was like, you can't take an all-star Chris Paul, who's at the time probably the best point guard in the league, and give us 2 guys we've never heard of in a second-round pick. Like, that's not a fair trade.
Well, it's like they were trying to make a trade. Like if you're at school and you have a sub for your class, and you're like, hey, Chris can be on our team, and we'll send you Billy and Johnny, who are like the worst dodgeball players ever. That's fair, right?
And we'll give you a
sub's
2-point
like,
lead.
Okay, and the principal shows up and like, hold up, no, you can't do that.
Or it's like, all right, the 3 of us verse, and it's like the 3 best players.
Oh my God. I hate when kids do that.
And then
Us
you take
verse.
the
Especially
best
when they
part.
say
All right, I'm on the
verse.
other team.
The best part is like in your analogy, Robin, which was super perfect. The substitute already is the principal though, like because the
Right.
NBA
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
like the interim owner of
Like,
the New Orleans team, so
they
it's like
couldn't get a sub for the day, and so the
yes.
principal had to
So the
step
principal
in.
stepped in, and then the
Yeah, yeah,
kids were
yeah.
trying to pull one over
And then
on
they
the
tried to
principal, and he was like,
shenanigans.
"No." He was like, "Okay,
No, you
wait,
can't do that.
no,
He's like,
no,
guys, back in your assigned seats.
no."
Right.
But Miss Johnson lets us sit by each
Movie
other every
maker.
period. Not
No,
today.
he doesn't.
Let's go.
I have a seating chart right here. You know what was funny is like in high school, like I was resentful of seating charts, but as soon as I got to college, I'm like, this is my seat.
So it goes same thing. I hated being told where to sit, but if there was no seating chart in the class since like first grade, I was sitting in the same seat every day. It was like I felt like I was at like age to age, the one in the class that was like mature enough to like, no, I'm gonna sit right here every day. You don't need to regulate me. You need to regulate 29 of these other dumbasses. Because I just want this spot. I'm gonna go second row all the way to the left. This is where I want to sit. Leave me alone. And then somebody would screw it up, and the teacher would be like, "Nope, everybody seating chart." And I'd be like, "Third row on the right? Are you kidding? This is
I
like
can't focus over here.
I can't. This is terrible. It's
I
terrible."
can't focus over here.
Like
Oh.
Miss
I
McDonald's
I mean, it's
crazy for
funny,
this
but
one.
it's true. Like
Yeah.
that's legitimately how it works.
I park in the same place every day I drive to work, right? Same parking spot, right? Like I think you naturally want that. There are just decisions in my life that I want to eliminate. And picking a parking spot isn't worth my time or energy. So I want that same
Right.
thing about seating. I walk into a classroom, I sit in this chair. That's it. That decision has been made since day one. We're at day 300.
Mhm.
I'm not changing it.
I've
The worst
definitely
part,
gotten mad for that.
you go
Taking
to,
my
can I
spot.
have my seat back? And then the teacher starts with well, if I let you sit in your spot, then I have to let everyone sit. And they're like, no, you don't. Like this fairness fallacy needs to stop.
A lot of times, though, they'll
Fairness
use
fallacy.
that's a good one.
I don't know, corporate yard sale, fairness fallacy. Those are both combine them like the
That's
fairness fallacy of the corporate yard sale. I don't know. Keep going.
Yeah, too wordy. Little pitchy for me, dog.
mm. Oh no, I forgot what I was going to.
Fairness fallacy.
No,
Moving
I
chairs.
remember that. Yeah, I don't care anymore.
All right,
We've
whatever.
gone too far.
Yeah, we've gone too far. So, defend Space Jam.
Like the new one,
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. Like
CG is
the amount
cool.
of jokes that it pulled off, and all like LeBron said Robin, which was cool. I made that a text sent. No, I didn't. But
Mm.
like I liked that movie much better than the first Space Jam.
really.
I'm not saying it's a good movie, but
But I'm
Riv
also not
watched it
saying the
4
first
times
Space
this
Jam was
weekend.
good.
No, first Space Jam
Yeah.
wasn't good either, but I don't
Yeah.
know. For me, like it seemed to be missing some charm.
It's a kids movie.
Right.
So it should be charming.
Did the kids like it?
I don't know.
They're kids. I don't give a shit about their opinion.
Well,
Yeah.
mine did. She
Well,
liked it. She watched
there you
it
go.
4 times and then wanted to wear her LeBron jersey. And she was surprised that I bought her one. And I tried to tell her before, but she didn't care because he wasn't in Space Jam before. Now she's like, yeah, I'm going to wear this to piss people off.
Like,
Did you
Oh
get
my God.
Did you get the
Remind me to
Toon
come back to
Squad
the story.
jersey?
No, I got her the black with the long sleeve.
Oh, okay.
The
championship
block the
year.
shot one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Block the shot jersey.
The
Yeah.
Adidas branded jersey.
Oh,
What up?
nice. Yep. Want to hear my story? Because I think we're done with the Space Jam.
Probably.
Is that all it is? The jokes are funny. Were they? I don't know. Anyway, next topic.
I like the Michael B. Jordan joke
The
was
Michael
good. I
B.
like that
Jordan
one.
thing was so funny. Yeah.
Is Michael B. Jordan in the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
well,
like,
then I have
we
to
got
see
Michael
it.
Jordan. and then they do the whole like from North Carolina, and you hear the music like from the starting lineup with the Bulls, and then Michael Jordan, he walks in and he's like, "What's up, guys?" And they're like, what?" That's the wrong Jordan. We wanted Michael A. Jordan. This is Michael B. Jordan.
I
Does
wish they
Michael
had
Jordan's
made a.
middle name actually start with an A, though?
I don't know, but it was funny.
It was
Oh.
funny.
It would be just awesome.
I feel like they missed an
Yeah.
opportunity to make an under 6 foot tall joke.
Probably. They definitely had some good jokes, though. I mean, I'll watch it again probably this weekend because Riv will want to watch it. So I'll tell you. I'll write them down.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Oh, it's J. Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Dang.
Okay, so I get this text yesterday, and it's a screenshot from Riv's mom on Facebook. And then it says, "Oh, my child, ... I think 4 dots.
That's not
Apparently,
Four
yesterday.
dots. You know what 4 dots means.
One more dot and been like, baby, don't let me fit. Anyway, so her post says, "Oh, my child," and 4 dots. Apparently, yesterday at school during lunch, she was putting mustard on her hamburger, and one of the grown-ups asked her about putting it on her hamburger, to which she replied, "Yeah, I put mustard on my hamburger because I'm not a pussy." The rest of the story goes, so today we had a conversation about not that not being an appropriate word, to which she replied, "Yeah, I know that now. I didn't before because they didn't teach that in kindergarten." Now the backstory of that is Sunday. I got Grayson a cheeseburger and I was asking him what he wanted on it, and one of the things he said was mustard. And then when he got it, he took a bite and he's like, "Oh, it's got mustard on it." And apparently that stuck with River because,
Wait, I missed what you said. I was Ed McMahon laughing.
yeah. I don't know which part you missed.
I missed probably you calling Grayson a pussy.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
He took a bite of his hamburger with mustard and he's like, "Oh, I didn't want mustard." And I said, "Don't be a pussy."
Like,
So
That's funny.
anyway, there's that story.
yeah, I had something kind of funny happen this week too. With there's been some bullying going on, but on the other side now, everyone's like earlier in the week, everyone ganged up on the bully. And so, like, I get basically fight recaps at the end of the day from the counselor, and he's like, "They got it with the Kimura." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Anyway,
RKO out of nowhere.
out of nowhere, 1, 2, 3, it was over. But anyway, I hear he's like, "Yeah, so they're now it's teaming up on her." I'm like, "Oh, so the ants are fighting the cricket." And he just kind of looks at me, and I can tell he wanted to laugh. He's like, "I can't laugh at that because it's exactly what's happening."
That's super funny. The ants are fighting the cricket. Dang.
Robin, your mic again.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, he's still Robin.
I don't know either. It's like suddenly it makes you want to sound like an angry robot.
It's probably my
Rah, 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 rah. It's pretty. What are you teaching Charlie Brown? Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah, rah.
What was Charlie Brown's teacher's name? Do you remember?
Miss? I don't think I ever said the name.
I don't know.
Mischievous.
Ah,
Is that better?
no, not very much.
God damn it. I started.
What is the teacher's name?
Shit.
Miss Uthmar.
Uthmar?
Othmar. Miss Uthmar is often assumed to be Charlie Brown's teacher. In a strip from the mid-60s, it is revealed that Charlie Brown's teacher's name is actually Mrs. Donovan.
Like Ray Donovan?
Yeah, but like his wife.
There we go. That's better. Ray Donovan seems like the kind of guy
Hey.
that if you put the dressing on the side, he send it back.
Yeah, that's true.
I want my salad cold. If it comes out hot, I will send it back.
That's funny. God
There you go,
damn it.
Ben.
So ever since you made the comment last week about your brother noticing when I say that's funny,
Right?
now I'm like super conscious about saying that's funny, and
It's
it pisses me
your.
off.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, I hate it. I
I've.
hate it.
I
I'll
don't know if you've
I'll
noticed. I've
even do it
basically
to
eliminated
myself when
that.
no one's around me. Like, what what was that?
I said I don't know if you've noticed, but I've practically eliminated the phrase "here's the thing" from my lexicon.
Yeah. No, and I had to call back the self callback to that because I was like, man, Jake doesn't say his thing anymore. Now we got to figure out what
Here's
Alex
the thing. I'm a
says.
big fan because that's funny.
There we
Excellent.
go.
Excellent.
See what I
That
did
should be a
there?
shirt.
That should be a shirt.
That would probably be the
Wait,
best. Yeah,
I'm
write
gonna
that
write
one
that
down because
down.
that's actually a good shirt. Here's the thing. I'm a big fan because that's funny. My show. So something else. We'll do a little housekeeping because we're about to kick this thing out of here.
Mhm.
I don't know if I talked about this before, but I'll talk about it again. I decided to stop doing ads for the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I actually had this conversation with Levi. He was the one that kind of gave me the idea. And I was like, over the course of time, like we've made about $30 on ad revenue from Anchor, and I'm kind of tired of hearing the ad. And if I'm tired of hearing the ad, I know pretty much everyone else is tired of it too. So like, fuck it. It's not worth annoying people with an ad for
Right.
Anchor. They know what Anchor is. They're here.
Also, it makes it weird for like, I guess I never thought about it until this conversation. It makes it weird if somebody gets the podcast from something that isn't Anchor for us to be like, hey,
Yeah.
since you're listening on Spotify, what you should do is go over to Anchor because
Right.
there you can make your own podcast and we just got a penny. And you're
Yep.
like, that
Mm,
that
You
that's
just
weird.
we
boiled
just
it
got a
down to
penny.
my brain. Like that's exactly what happened. I was like, is this worth 1 cent
What he said.
every time? But
Every
Yeah.
time.
and I
Well,
decided
now that
no.
we got the YouTube going, we
Oh,
can
there
get
we go.
ad money from that.
There we go.
There we
People
go.
are just used to skipping
Yeah.
those ads, so it'll be.
Exactly. It's not a big deal.
Let's get the 5 second ads. I don't want to be the people that have 15-second ads that you have to sit all the way through.
I don't know that you have a choice on
This
what
is
ads until you get up higher.
Right.
this is what we have to set up. And I know it'll work perfectly for Spotify. And I don't know about the other mediums because I listen to everything on Spotify. But we need to do exactly a 15-second ad because they have a button that fast forwards exactly 15
skips 15
seconds.
seconds. Mm-hmm.
So what we need to do is the ad needs to be like 16 seconds long. And the first second is if you press the 15-second skip right now, you won't hear this. So back to the show. We're hanging out, talk right.
Here
Like
we are.
Right.
We're back
yeah,
again.
because I've been listening to Morning Cup of Murder. Shout out Morning Cup of Murder. It's like a little 10-minute long kind of true crime podcast where it's just like a quick
Yeah.
recap of something fucked up. And the host is a female and she does it like a crime that happened on that day of the year. So today, on March
Ah,
23rd
That's
in
cool.
1876, Jack the Ripper
yeah.
started, right? Or something like that. And I found out there's a lot of stuff that
I like
happens in
it.
Oregon, by the way, just so
Mm-hmm.
you guys know,
Mm-hmm.
this is a fucked up state. But like her intro is like 16 seconds long. So at the beginning of every episode, I hear the like the start of her intro and I hit the button and then it's her going into the start of the show. And it's like, I don't know if she does
Nice.
it on purpose. I feel like she did. But yeah, you got a 16-second intro. It's just enough time for someone to react and hit the button. And then it's,
Yeah.
and born on this day was this guy. And if you're ready to hear about this story, sit back and have a morning cup of murder, and then she goes into the show, and it's like, this is perfect. And so I think we need to hold on to the 15-second ads if we're going to, and just let everybody know. Skip ahead right now.
Boom.
Anyway,
There we go.
Have you guys listened to Rainn Wilson's weird metaphysical podcast where he's somebody else?
I've listened to some of it.
How is it?
It's Rainn Wilson. I mean,
I didn't know if is he playing a character the whole time.
I didn't catch on to the gimmick, so I didn't really understand. But now that you explain it, maybe I'll go back and listen to a whole episode.
I can't even remember the name of it at this point. But I remember I was listening to Office Ladies, and
If
he
you
came
look up
on.
Rainn Wilson.
Well, I tried that, and it gave me something else. But
Right.
I remember he came on Office Ladies as that guy, and he's like, "Hello, Office Ladies. It's nice to be here this week. I'm really excited to launch my new podcast. Blah 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 blah. With me, your host."
so he does basically the Ron Burgundy podcast, but
Metaphysical
Rainn Wilson.
milkshake.
Oh, is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Let's see if that's the
Gotcha.
one that I pull. Let's see if that's the one I want.
Did you see his tweet about somebody trying to ask for his autograph?
I did.
No,
And
that's
then
not the one I'm looking for, by the way. I'll find it.
Wait, the tweet or the podcast? I'm confused.
Podcast.
Anyway, Rainn Wilson had a tweet where he said some kids ran up to him and was like, "Oh, you're Dwight from The Office. Can I have your autograph?" And he goes, "What's my name?" And they said it's Dwight. And he goes, "No, that's not my name." And they were like, "Yeah, it is. Can I have your autograph?" And he goes, "No." And he walked away. And then Creed responded to the tweet and was like, "Funny, that never happens to me." I think that's so fun. Like, I have heard through the internet several stories of Rainn Wilson not like being a dick, but like standing strong to the fact that like I'm Rainn Wilson and I played the character Dwight. And if you come up to him and interact with him as Rainn Wilson and ask for an autograph or a picture or something, he's down. He'll take a picture with you, he'll chat with you, everything's cool. But if you try to call him Dwight or like any other character he's been, he's kind of like, no man, like I'm an actor. That's not who I am. Like,
that's not who I am. It's what I do.
Yeah, don't call me Dwight. I'm not fucking Dwight. I portrayed Dwight when I was getting paid for it. I'm not right now. I'm Rainn. And I'm like, all right.
It's kind of like I've heard that Brock Lesnar, like if you catch him and you're nice to him, he's like the nicest guy you'll ever meet. Like a friend of mine, he's like, I saw Brock Lesnar. I was like, oh my God, Brock Lesnar. And he's like, where?
That's funny. That guy's huge. I'm scared.
Big fan.
Big fan. You know, these people, they could have been anywhere in the world. They're here with us. We appreciate that. Make sure you're jumping on YouTube to see our smiling faces, and mine too.
YouTube it up.
YouTube it. But for this episode, this edition of my show with Alex and Jake, good night, universe.
Podcast.
Go Ducks.
Go Ducks.
Playing right now.
Bye, boys.
See ya. Nighty night.
Later, guys. Go Ducks.